Now, I'm curious your thoughts on this because, like any entertainment industry, it's very hard for careers to have incredible longevity. So I liken personally the average influencer career to be shorter than the average NFL career, right? NFL careers are notoriously short because of injuries and things like that. Influencer careers are notoriously short because of algorithms and being canceled. Uh, from your time at WME to now with Overtime, what are some of the, sort of not cape like key indicators for you that tell you this guy could last for a lot longer than everybody else?
That's a good question. One thing that I think that people from digital talent will tell you is that oftentimes when you're looking to sign influencers, their growth rate is sometimes more important than their total follower rate. Like you want to understand how steadily they're able to grow. So somebody says, oh, here's somebody with 5 million followers. Well, if their engagement rate is low and their growth rate is low, they might be dead followers. They might be dead, meaning that like nobody, they don't see their posts. They might be fake followers, or their growth might have been done. I think that for sure, people who connect with an audience around a specific interest. I think influencers who have a certain level of authenticity, who aren't just, everybody's an influencer, but very few people are Emma Chamberlain or somebody who's like incredibly real and authentic, and drive a real kind of passion, how good they are at engaging that audience and how willing they are. I'll give you an example from the music industry. A lot of money is made in publishing, meaning the people who write the songs make the money. And over time, the record labels started to want to find artists who could actually write their own songs because the revenue streams there were much greater versus finding someone who could just record other people's songs all of the time. And so you want the influencer who is kind of fully developed on that front. And, to be honest, like there were clients who had millions of followers and who were like late to meetings and they got dropped like 30 minutes late to meetings, like, or their manager was their friend and was not good. Like there's a certain level of professionalism. You don't have to go to business school to have it, but if you have it, you can see why they would have a greater deal of longevity. And I'd say the final thing is if you look over the history of art and music, you can look at Picasso, you can look at Madonna. I mean, those were artists that went through multiple phases as things changed. Madonna had all her bracelets and she was dancing. Then she realized that a certain style of music was there. And then she, was in a movie and same with Picasso over the various, iterations of his painting career. And so you also realize that there are artists who aren't trend chasers, but they're aware of what's going on and they're constantly willing to reinvent themselves and stay relevant. But besides the metrics, I'd say it all starts at the core with those one or two first meetings where you kind of assess someone and you're like, this person is lucky, maybe they're not hungry enough, maybe they're super hungry, and they have a really great team around them and they're smart and they're going to make good decisions.